I'm not so sure if this is fake news because I've looked elsewhere to find out more information about this. But it seems our dear friend Lenny Henry is back in the news online again, this time making an attack on Sidney Sweeney of all people. So this British boy here making an attack on Sidney Sweeney, if it is true, I hasten to add. And basically, this, anyway, let me get into this. Lenny Henry has demanded an international apology from American Eagle, that's the jeans company, for choosing Sidney Sweeney in a controversial campaign. Lenny said they should have chosen a black actress like Cynthia Erivo. Jeans were invented by us for us. It's a black legacy, he lamented. Now, to be honest, I don't think that's true or he would have said that. I know he's a bit of a fool, but I'm not so sure that he would have come out and said that. But then again, you see, someone like him would do anything for attention, anything to get noticed, and more importantly, anything to be seen now as down. Like I said in my previous video regarding Lenny Henry, he was previously seen as a buffoon by the community, a joke figure, a sellout, as it were. This was back in the day. He went away, disappeared for a while, has now come back, and he wants to be on the black tip, simply because being BLACK is now fashionable, when back in the day it wasn't. We were downtrodden and all that kind of stuff. People from back in the day know I'm going with this. So now he's black and proud. He's no longer with Dawn French. So now he wants to come at Sidney Sweeney now saying, jeans are black made. I don't know about that. But listen, if you want to do something, you want to be seen to be reformed, black and proud, and for the cause, I'll give you something to tackle. Let's start with knife crime. You really want to do something impressive for me? You want to impress me? Come out and speak out on that. Because when you speak out on that, it's a good thing to say. It's a good thing to come out for. No one's going to question you on that. But when you're coming out on Sidney Sweeney of all people, and then come over these angles like as he's doing, that's not doing anything with anybody. In fact, it's making it worse. Because people start thinking this guy's some buffoon. There's nothing in that. The same way, he made the comment, him and Lammy actually, another clown, made the comment about Red Nose Day and talking about Caucasian folks being saviors. Remember that? Again, when you're doing that, people will say, okay, why should I put my money in then? The bigger people would bypass that because they know it's for a bigger cause than the likes of Lenny and whatever. But I digress. The bottom line is I don't know where he's going with that. You know what I mean? Look at some of the comments on one of these pages. Yeah. Oh dear, that's cold. Picking cotton doesn't mean you invented jeans. Stop it, man. See, you didn't come out, boy. Just like hair braids came from the Vikings in the 8th century, it's a WHIT white legacy. Okay. Here was me thinking that jeans as they are now was invented by Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis in the latter part of the 19th century. And why are they called Levi 501s and not Wakanda 501s? Dear. Levi Strauss and Jacob David invented jeans and they were not black. Okay. Fair enough. And it goes on and on and on. Look, Lenny, if you're listening, focus on things that are important where there's real injustice. Knife crime. There's a disproportionate amount of young black men who are losing their life. Let's deal with that. Okay? Let's deal with the real issue of racism, institutional racism. The problem is now, because you've come out and spoken on things and put your own ideas on things, which is just a half truth, and not the real factual issues regarding race and real racial disparities. People now look at you as a joke thing. You know, they already think they're not funny. You know, you was a token comedian in the first place. Your own community don't like you. The Caucasians have turned against you. Really and truly, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If anything, I'll just disappear just disappear and go about your business. Because what's going on nowadays isn't for you. You jumped on the bandwagon because it's fashionable, and that's it. Just disappear and go about your business. All right then, later.